So this first question states that the table above shows the least distance in kilometres between the 6 cities A, B, C, D, E and F. We need to visit each city, starting and finishing at A, and we wish to find the minimum total distance that would be required to travel. So for part A, starting at A, we need to use the nearest neighbour algorithm to obtain an upper bound for the length of the route. And we must state the route and its length. So the nearest neighbour algorithm, we are going to be starting from A. So I'm going to label A as number 1. I'm going to note that A is my first point of travel. The nearest neighbour algorithm means that we look down from A, we search and we find the shortest one, A to D, 27. So my next place is D, and I'm going to label D number 2. Okay. After going to D, because we're using the nearest neighbour algorithm, we're going to go look at D, and I'm going to find the shortest place to a new vertex. Now we've already been to A, so we're going to go to E, which is 25. Now from E, this is my third spot. I look down, I've already been to A and I've already been to D. So we're looking for somewhere else. We can see that F, 21 is our shortest. Finally, we're at F here. Okay, I look down from F. Now, we only need to still visit C and B. So I'm only going to be considering C and B. B is my shortest, 34. Which means from B, I'm going to have to go to C at 58. And because we're trying to do a tour, we need to return to the start. So I'm then going to go back to A. So my journey, I'm going to write here, is A to D to E to F to B to C and back to A. I need to then state what is the length. So my length from A to D was 27, was then 25, okay, was then E to F, 21, was then 34, was then 58, and then C back to A is 56. We add these all together and we get 221 kilometers. So that's our nearest neighbour algorithm. Starting from A, find the shortest, go to the next point, find the next shortest, go to the next point, and we continue that. Once we finish, once we get to our last point, we then must return back to our starting point. Now, in terms of marks, this question was worth 3 marks. Your first mark came from any form of stating the correct order to select in. And you just needed to get the first 4 places, whether that was numbered or whether that was listed. But if you got these first 4, you received your M1 mark. Your next mark, your A1, the first one, came from recognizing that we needed to return back to A. So getting the correct route, including returning back to A, gave you your first A1 mark. Your final mark comes from getting the correct overall distance. So your 3 marks, 1 mark for stating the correct route and order of selection. Okay, you could miss out the last one. Your next mark for getting the correct route, recognizing you must return to A. Your final mark for getting the correct length.